Have with me here in the studio Chris Moghalu. He's the ex-U.S. Army military intelligence specialist. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for taking the time out to join us. Now, we woke up this morning to a bomb blast. This time, it seems to have hit closer to home, a major bus park. Workers Monday morning rushing to the city center to go to work. What was the first thing that crossed your mind?
Well, the first thing that crossed my mind is, oh my God. First of all, I want to say, may their souls rest in peace to the people that died during this attack. They are human beings and they're citizens of Nigeria just like we are. Like you said, what went through my mind was, oh my God, not again, not again. This has been going on. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, it's been, people, a number of our citizens died in Borno. Here again is Abuja. Tomorrow, we don't know where it's going to be. Do
you think we're getting used to, because as I was telling Alec, it seems to have become a daily headlines, although sometimes it doesn't exactly make front page, but you still see it at the side of the newspapers, 50 dead here, 80 dead here, in remote villages, in remote parts of the northern Nigeria. Yeah. Do you think as citizens we are getting used to the stories and we brush it aside because it's not happening in major cities?
Well, I don't think we're getting used to it. I think we're getting numb to it because as citizens, because we feel that the federal government is not doing anything. Even if they're doing something, it's not effective. So that's how we feel as citizens, we don't get the fact that every day the federal government comes out and says we got to have a handle on this, and every day it keeps happening, repeating itself over and over again, and that's a problem for us in the public.
Are you quite, as a specialist, intelligence specialist, are you questioning the strategy of the government? They haven't exactly come out to give us a clear strategy. I mean, for obvious reasons, security reasons, but the general consensus is that perhaps it's not working. I mean, we still have these killings almost on a daily basis. In terms of a refocus, what would you suggest?
Well, my suggestion is, first of all, let's do a security awareness program for the public, and let's make it effective. Let's continue to bombard the public on security awareness. We need to set up emergency responders. We need to set up a 911 situation for Abuja and some other areas. We need people to understand that if they see something that doesn't look right, they need to make a phone call immediately. We need the public in this fight. But the public is not going to be on your side when they feel that you're also the enemy in terms of the federal government or the security people. Because what happens is we don't want a situation where someone reports that they saw somebody carrying a backpack. The next thing the police will go there do is just to go there and start beating them up. Or it becomes like a jungle justice kind of a thing. So that's another issue. So the public is still afraid of our security personnel because they don't trust our security personnel.
Okay, in terms of partnerships at the presidency level, in terms of partnerships with other countries, perhaps who have similar situations, and of course those who are dealing with it effectively, like the U.S., what kind of partnerships we know there have been some, but perhaps a clearer direction?
Well, yeah, you're very correct. Clearer direction is the issue. You can have partnerships with Britain, you can have partnerships with the U.S., but the most important thing is you should have partnership in yourself. We, the Nigerians, need to understand that we need to bring Nigerians, for example, who have had experiences in dealing with terrorists in Britain and in the U.S., and bring them home. Let them be a part of this solution. We need to set up a Department of Homeland Security. I've always been ringing that. Singing that song for a little while. How would that be different from?
We already have security agencies. We have the police, we have the State Security Service, and we have the Army. We have the Joint Task Force, the JTF. Those have been on the front lines fighting this. Are you saying we need an additional?
No, I'm saying we need to. Well, I'm saying we need to streamline the kind of security agencies we have. Because a lot of them are doing the same thing. They are crossing each other. They're crossing over to each other's territory.
But we need all the hands. We need all the hands we can get.
We need all the hands we can get. But in this type of situation, you need intelligence information. You need to send intelligence with the speed of light, and you need to disseminate the intelligence effectively. Now, the reason why we need to set up a Department of Homeland Security, these other agencies, some of them might not be that effective in dealing with this. So they need to streamline it. They need to cut out some agencies. If you have about 10 security agencies, you might need to bring it down to 3 or 4. And then you need to set up a specialized unit, which is this Department of Homeland Security, which deals directly with these types of issues. In that department, you need to have intelligence gatherers, you need to have intelligence analysts, and you need to have a partnership with the public and businesses. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. The people that will be in this department need to be vetted very well, because when intelligence information comes from the US or the UK, it needs not to be compromised.
Don't you think that will be a problem? Because we have heard of, unconfirmed reports that there have been breaches at some, the informants of the military and the police. So, I mean, how do we plug these holes and then create a new one? How are we sure that that will not be compromised?
The way we can be sure is to vet. Now, I do have a vetting system that we use in the US that can be used in Nigeria. Before you put people in the Department of Homeland Security, they need to be well vetted. That is the solution. And we take that solution very lightly, but it is a huge solution. It's a big matter.
All right, thank you, Chris. We'll leave it there. We're still monitoring this situation. Thank you so much for joining us.